ውቢቷ የባዝ ከተማ የዛሬ 200 ዓመት ግድም በጆርጂያ አርኪቴክቸር በሮማውያን የተከተመች በእንግሊዝ በደቡብ ምዕራብ በሰመርሴት ክልል የምትገኝና ቀደም ሲል በስነ ጽሑፍ በሰፊው የምትታወቅ ከተማ ነች። ግን ይህ ብቻ አይደለም፣ ሌላ ምዕራፍ አለ። ጸጥ ያለ እነኚህ ጎዳናዎች ላይ የተጻፈ በባዝ ከተማ በሰሜኑ በር ከምድር ከፍ ባለ ቦታ በተሰራ ቤት አንድ ንጉሥ በግዞት ይኖር ነበር። ንጉሡ በግዞት ነበር እንጂ የተሸነፈ አልነበረም። ይህ ቀዳማዊ ኃይለ ሥላሴ ንጉሠ ነገሥት ዘኢትዮጵያ ከ1936 እስከ 1941 እንደ አውሮፓውያን አቆጣጠር በፌርፊልድ ሃውስ በግዞት በነበሩ ጊዜ ያሳለፉት ታሪክ ነው። እንደ አውሮፓውያን አቆጣጠር በ1935 ጣሊያን በቤኒቶ ሙሶሊኒ ኢትዮጵያን ወረረች። ይህ በሁለቱ ሀገሮች ከተደረገው ጦርነት ሁለተኛው መሆኑ ነው። ወረራው የተከፈተው እንደ አውሮፓውያን አቆጣጠር በኦክቶበር 3 ቀን ሲሆን የጣሊያን ጦር የመረብን ወንዝ ተሻግሮ ከጣሊያን ኤርትራ ወደ ኢትዮጵያ ገባ። ወረራው ዘመናዊ የጦር መሳሪያን፣ አውሮፕላኖችን እና ኬሚካላዊ መሳሪያዎችን በመጠቀም በዋናነት እግረኛ በሆነው የኢትዮጵያ ጦርና በንጹሃን ሲቪል ኢትዮጵያውያን ላይ የተደረገ ዘግናኝ ጥቃት ነበር።
And the survivors breathed freely once more. Among them came the emperor to visit and cheer the wounded and to signify his respect for the dead. The numbers of the victims had been given variously, but here you may see the validity of the reports of considerable casualties.
And another native village falls on the way to Addis Ababa.
Italy had tried to conquer Ethiopia in the late 19th century and been roundly defeated by the Ethiopians at the Battle of Adwa in 1896. And so this remained a running sore in the Italian national memory, which the fascist government wanted to erase. Equally, Italy already colonized both the area to the north of Ethiopia in Eritrea and the area to the south, Somalia, and wanted to create a great Italian East African empire that would bring the whole area together under Italian rule.
The emperor, after the Battle of Maicho, the government of Ethiopia, the council, members like Blatangeta Heroi, Haile Selassie, they voted, actually Blatangeta Heroi voted against the emperor leaving, but the ministers voted in a council. 24 ministers sat down and they voted for the emperor to leave Ethiopia to speak to the League of Nations.
የኢትዮጵያ ሚኒስትሮች በድምጽ ብልጫ በወሰኑት መሰረትም ንጉሱ ሀገራቸውን ለቀው ወደ ግዞት ለመሄድ ተገደዱ። ይህ ቪዲዮ የተቀረጸው ጅብሮልታ ከቤተሰቦቻቸው ጋር እንደደረሱ በእንግሊዝ መንግሥት ተወካዮች ወደ ተዘጋጀላቸው የምሳ ግብዣ ሲያመሩ ነው። ከምሳውም ግብዣ በኋላ ንጉሡ ከቤተሰቦቻቸው ጋር በመርከብ ከጅብሮልታ ወደ ሳውዛምተን ከዚያም በባቡር ወደ ለንደን ወተርሉ አቀኑ። እዚያም እንደደረሱ ደማቅ አቀባበል ተደረገላቸው። ንጉሥንም ለማየት ቁጥሩ እጅግ ብዙ የሆነ ሕዝብ በነጢስ ወደ ጎዳና ወጥቶም ነበር። ወደ ንግሥቲቱ ቤተ መንግሥት መግቢያ በር ወደ ሆነው ወደ ፕሪንስስ ጌት ሲደርሱም የሕዝቡ ቁጥር ከመጠን በላይ የበዛ ነበር። ወደ ሰገነትም ንጉሡ ወጥተው ሰላምታ እንዲሰጧቸው ሕዝቡ አሰምቶ ይጮኽ ነበር። ንጉሡም በፍጹም ትሕትና ለሕዝቡ ደጋግመው አንገታቸውን ዝቅ በማድረግ የሰላምታ ምላሽ ሰጡ። ንጉሡ በጉዞ ብዛት በዕለቱ እጅግ ስለደከማቸው በተዘጋጀላቸው ሆቴል ሴት ልጃቸው በንጉሡ ምትክ ለታደሙት ጋዜጠኞች መልእክቷን አስተላለፈች። እዚህ የተደረገልን የፍቅር አቀባበል የደረሰብንን ግፍ እንድንታገስ ያደርገናል በማለት
So Emperor Haile Selassie, he arrived in Britain in the beginning of June 1936, and at the end of the month he was in Geneva, Switzerland. He spoke to the League of Nations.
በዚያው ዓመት በሰኔ ወር መጨረሻ አካባቢ ንጉሡ ወደ ሊግ ኦፍ ኔሽንስ ስብሰባ በማምራት የሊግ ኦፍ ኔሽንስ አባል ሀገር በሆነችው ሀገራቸው በኢትዮጵያ የጣሊያን የሙሶሎኒ ጦር ማኅበሩ የደነገገውን ሕግ ጥሶ ሀገራቸውን መውረሩን ከዚያም አልፎ የመስተር ጋዝ ኬሚካል በሕዝባቸው ላይ መልቀቁን ማኅበሩ እንዲያውቀው እንዲሆን ለማኅበሩ አባላት ንግግር ማድረግ ሲጀምሩ ጣሊያኖቹ ባልተገባ መልኩ ንጉሡ ንግግራቸውን እንዲያቋርጡ ለማድረግ አስበው የመሰብሰቢያውን አዳራሽ መብራት ማጥፋት በፉጨትም ስብሰባውን መረበሽ ተያያዙ። ንጉሡ ግን በውካታ ውስጥም ቢሆን መልእክታቸውን አስተላልፈው ከስብሰባው ወጡ።
He didn't get the answer that he wanted. There was not much sympathy from the big states at the League of Nations. So the emperor knows he has to come into exile for a long period of time to fight for political freedom. He's taking on a political fight now for Ethiopia's freedom. In London at that time, Mussolini, he's being appeased by the British government. So they have good relations with Italy. They're recognizing Italy's conquest of Ethiopia almost within a couple of years. So the emperor knows he has to wait more time. He has to wait for his right opportunity to re-enter Ethiopia. So he leaves London. He also had mustard gas burns on his arms, and so he was looking to visit the spa town of Britain, you know, Philoha, hot springs, you know. This is the spa town of Britain. This is where the hot springs are. It's unique for that in Bath Ketama. Tekus Waha, you know, hot water is here. And so the emperor came. He was treated in the mineral hospital in the city of Bath, and on his arms, and were some of his party that also had mustard gas burns. They called for estate agents to show him properties, and the emperor was advised to purchase a property so that he could keep up and be financially stable enough to fight for Ethiopia's freedom. So he purchased this property with his own money. It wasn't a gift from the King of England. He purchased this with his own money for £3,500. Majesty's bedroom. This was His Majesty's bedroom.
I see.
This is where he said the view reminded him of Hara.
Oh, this is the view that reminded him of Hara. Okay.
So we have a picture of Hara up here as well. dynasty. It's King Solomon and the Queen of Sheba, and Menelik I and the emperor's lineage from there. The orders of knighthood and chivalry of the Solomonic dynasty. So the emperor would bestow these on people that did great deeds for his country as diplomatic presents. And then over here, it's about the second Italian invasion. The reason why the emperor is here at the house, the Italians invading Ethiopia. His supporters, like Sylvia Pankhurst, that's her in the garden of Fairfield House with the emperor.
Yeah.
His Majesty's speech to the League of Nations, very important moment in history.
ሺ935 ዓመተ ምህረት ነው ይሄ የተቀረጸው። 935 ከዚህ በኋላ ነው በ36 ንጉሱ ወደዚህ የመጡት። ይሄ አንድ ዓመት በፊት ማለት ነው። ዘ ኒውዮርክ ታይምስ ዘ ኒውስ ኦፍ ዘ ዊክ ኢን ሪቪው ይላል። የሙሶሎኒ እዚህ ጋር ያለፉትን ኢትዮጵያን ተዋጊዎችን ዘግቧል ጋዜጣው። ይሄኛውን በ935 ዘ ኒውዮርክ ታይምስ የዘገበው ነው።
It's about life in exile, you know.
Yeah.
So these are some things that belong to His Majesty when he's here. This item here is his personal symbol of the Lion of Judah, and his English dictionary.
This is the one which was holding.
Yeah.
Yes.
A Christmas card signed by the Emperor saying Fairfield Bath.
Yeah.
The signature of all the children in the household that lived here. He's belonged to Rastafari in Harar. He gifted these to a British foreign minister who's working there, and their family lives in Bristol today and loaned them to us.
I see. This was actually worn by him.
Yeah, we think that it's this one in particular, very fine garment, and was the Emperor's personal.
Wow.
When he's Rastafari. Yeah,
That's
so this belonged to one of the Emperor's daughters, and they were going through difficult financial times here.
I see.
They couldn't pay the bills, they couldn't heat their home, and people of Bath were very kind to him, and they delivered coal and things like that. And when there was really hard times, the princess, she sold this item in Bath for a little bit of money to come back to the house.
Wow.
So the family that she sold it to, they gifted it to us so we can have it on display and tell that
Wow.
story. This was the prince's room. This is where we had Lul Aswarson.
Yeah.
He's lived in this room. And Lul McConnon as well lived in this space. So he was 13 when he moved to Fairfield House.
I see.
This is him on his bicycle just on the front road there. That's the wall of the house behind. And when he had his first car delivered, he was 16 years old. And this is just outside the front of the house. And he went to pick up his school friends. And they waved at everyone driving around the city, you know. So also princes like Princess Skinder.
Yes.
The son of Rastesta.
Yeah.
He lived in this space. He was in a school, at
Yeah.
college. And Haile Selassie, up here the emperor's youngest son, another one of the princes, would have lived at the house here. This is a family photo taken in the garden of the house.
Wow. What a history.
This is Princess's room. So, Princess Nanua. She is the young mum of Fairfield House.
This was article written to 2003, yeah?
Yeah,
okay.
and obviously this is her when she's older.
Yeah.
But this picture in this article is more how she looked in the time that she lived here.
I see.
And these are her children, other than Prince Haile Selassie. So princesses like Princess Ida, Princess Seble, Prince Amha, and Princess Skinder. These are some of the children. Princess Haru of Princess Tinanua. And also, special mention, Princess Sahai. Princess Sahai, She lived her best years of her life in this house, you know, because she died in 1942. So her time in exile, although it was very sad, that was, you know, her life, you know, her special time of her life. So she became a nurse.
She became a nurse.
A nurse in this country, Nurse Haile Selassie. Worked at the Guy's Hospital in London, Great Ormond Street Hospital in London. She also worked for a time. And she would come back to stay at Fairfield on the weekends, see the dogs and her nieces and nephews as well, you know, very important to her. So very sad for the Emperor and Empress when they returned to Ethiopia. Just after they returned, Princess Sahai, she passes away. So this was the Empress's private area.
Private area? And she used to sit there, I think.
She used to sit, well, she used to probably slept in this space and do her morning prayers. And because she's a woman of great prayer, great faith, this became the prayer room at the house. And a few years ago, Princess Esther Selassie, she led a project to have this sanctified as a prayer room in the Ethiopian Orthodox tradition. So all the items were prayed over on the front lawn with the priests. They brought them in procession and decorated this space and performed another prayer service in here as well. So this is our special holy part of the place today where people come for spiritual refuge and sanctuary. And we have some mementos of the liberation. The Emperor writing to Winston Churchill from this house is showing the changing tide, you know, very soon after writing this letter here. You know, Fairfield Bar.
1940.
Selassie. He returns to Ethiopia.
Evidence were waiting with the royal sign of the Lion of Judah and with words of welcome. The local chieftains stood with the gold and crimson umbrellas of their high rank to welcome the King of Kings, to whom they had remained loyal through 5 years of bondage.
በ1941 እንደ አውሮፓውያን አቆጣጠር ከ5 ዓመት የንጉሱ የግዞት ጊዜ በኋላ ታላቅ ሀገር ኢትዮጵያ ጀግኖች ልጆቿ በከፈሉት ታላቅ መስዋዕትነት የቤኒቶ ሙሶሎኒ ጦር ሽንፈቱን ተከናንቦ እግሬ አውጭኝ ብሎ ኢትዮጵያን ለቆ ስለፈረጠጠ ንጉሱ ወደ ሀገራቸው በክብር ተመለሱ። ሕዝቡም የሚወዳቸውንና የሚያከብራቸውን ለአምስትም ዓመት ባለማየቱ የናፈቃቸውን ንጉሳቸውን ለማየት በነጢስ ወደ መቀበያው ቦታ ወጡ። ታላቅ ደስታም በመላ ሀገሪቱ ሆነ።
(1954) the Emperor's return state visit, guest of Queen Elizabeth II, with Winston Churchill bowing down to the Emperor.
From the Queen, and a charming salute from the Emperor, who claims descent.
በ1954 እንደ አውሮፓውያን አቆጣጠር ቀዳማዊ ኃይለ ሥላሴ ንጉሠ ነገሥት ዘኢትዮጵያ ወደ እንግሊዝ ሀገር በድጋሚ ተጓዙ። ይህ ጉዞ ግን ዳግም ለጉዞት የተደረገ ጉዞ ሳይሆን የእንግሊዝ ሕዝብና መንግሥት በአምስቱ ዓመት በእንግሊዝ በባዝ ከተማ በግዞት በቆዩበት ወቅት ላሳያቸው እንግዳ ተቀባይነትና ፍቅር ምስጋና ለማቅረብ ነው። በእንግሊዝም ለንደን ከተማ በደረሱ ጊዜ የእንግሊዝ ንግሥት ዳግማዊት ኤልሳቤጥ ከባለቤታቸው ከኤደንብራው መስፍን ከልዑል ፊሊፕና ከሌሎችም የንጉሣውያን ቤተሰቦች ጋር በመሆን ታላቅ አቀባበል አደረጉላቸው። ንጉሡ በእንግሊዝ ቆይታቸው በመቀጠል የተጓዙት ወደ ባዝ ከተማ ሲሆን ባዝ ከተማም ሲደርሱ በተመሳሳይ ደማቅ አቀባበል ተደረገላቸው።
This is the Emperor in Bath, and tasting the waters of Bath once again.
Oh, he's having a drink of Bath, See. ከ1936 እስከ 1941 እንደ አውሮፓውያን አቆጣጠር ያለው ጊዜ በዓለም ሕዝብ የታሪክ መጽሐፍት አዲስ ምዕራፍ አስፍሮ አልፏል። በተለይም ለኢትዮጵያውያን፣ ለመላው የእንግሊዝ ሕዝብና በይበልጥም ለባዝ ከተማ ነዋሪዎች ዓለም አቀፋዊ ጦርነት በአውሮፓ በተባባሰበት በዚህ ወቅት የንጉሠ ነገሥቱ ግዞት በግዞትም ሳሉ ያሳዩት አልበገሬነት ለብዙዎች በትግል ላይ ለነበሩ ለዓለም መንግሥታት የማሸነፍ የትግል አርማ በመሆን አገልግሏል። የቀዳማዊ ኃይለ ሥላሴ ግዞት እሱንም ተከትሎ ኢትዮጵያውያን በወራሪው በሙሶሎኒ ጦር ላይ የተጎናጸፉት ድል ዓለም አቀፋዊ የጭቆና አገዛዝን እና ዘረኝነትን ለሚጸየፉ ለዓለም ሕዝቦች ሁሉ የማንነታቸው ተምሳሌት አድርገው የሚያነግቡት ስንቅም ሆኗል። ንጉሡ በባዝ ከተማ በግዞት በቆዩበት ወቅት አንዳንድ ጊዜ ንጉሣዊ ሥርዓቱን በጠበቀ አለባበስ ለብሰው ለከተማው ሕዝብ በጎዳናዎች ሲታዩ፣ ሌላ ጊዜ ደግሞ ሙሉ ኢትዮጵያዊ ልብስ ለብሰው ወደ ቤተ ክርስቲያን ሲሄዱም እንዳዩአቸው አንዳንድ የባዝ ከተማ ነዋሪዎች በትውስታ ወደ ኋላ ሄደው ይመሰክራሉ። የባዝ ከተማ እንደሱ ያለ እንግዳ አይታም አታውቅም ይላሉ።
I looked up, there was a man coming towards me, which I found very striking. He was immaculately dressed, but he was quite small, but very, very powerful. Great sense of energy coming off him. And he walked up to us and spoke to us, and with great charm. He had a very gentle, quiet voice, very quiet. He patted me on the head, and I can remember to this day the sense of being in the presence of someone who was more than a man. His eyes were very powerful, very dark, but very truthful. There's a sense of truth, honesty, perfection. And this is a memory that stuck with me all these years.
እንደ አውሮፓውያን አቆጣጠር በ1958 ቀዳማዊ ኃይለ ሥላሴ ፌርፊልድ ቤትን ለባዝ ሰዎች ሰጡ። ይህን ማድረጋቸውም ለስጦታ ብቻ ግን አልነበረም። አገልግሎትን በማስታወስ በጥልቅ ምስጋና ላይ የተመሰረተ የወዳጅነት ምልክት እንዲሆንም በማሰብ ነው እንጂ።
In 1959, His Majesty sent the Ethiopian ambassador here with these plaques to present this property to the city of Bath. So he gives his reason specifically why he gave this property as a gift. The Emperor says, in memory of his residence and in appreciation of the warm and courteous hospitality of the people of Bath, His Imperial Majesty has donated Fairfield Villa, it says, to the Corporation of Bath to serve as a home for the aged. So it has a specific purpose.
Yeah.
This is a replica of the Emperor's famous uniform, according to his size and his height specification. And this is what he wore in the 50s, 60s and 70s across the world. You know? And when he came back to Bath in 54, the Emperor gave this gift, the elephant tusk piece. The tusks were stolen from the Guildhall in the city, but this is
where he used to be sitting. Okay.
Yeah. This room was the dining room for the family. This is where they would eat their meals. And this is our gift shop for the weekends, for our event days. Part of the house sustaining itself today. When we open to visitors on Sunday, we have a gift shop, and I set it out. We have a very busy week this week because with Jan Hoy Lidet next week, and the following week it's a very busy time, lots of organizing, lots of decorating, lots of garden work going on.
ከቀዳማዊ ኃይለ ሥላሴ የግዞት ታሪክ እና ኢትዮጵያውያን ከተጎናጸፉት ድል በፈተና ጊዜ መጽናትን ስንማር ከፌርፊልድ ሃውስ ደግሞ ታሪክን በአግባቡ መዘከርን ብሎም አባቶቻችን ለአሁኑ ማንነታችን የከፈሉትን መስዋዕትነትን በአግባቡ እንረዳለን። የፌርፊልድ ሃውስ ታሪክ የሁላችንም ታሪክ ነው። ታሪኩ ግን ተጽፎ ያለቀ ሳይሆን ወደፊትም በተተኪው ትውልድ እየተጻፈ የሚቀጥል ታሪክ ነው።
Within the Ethiopian family, I said, they're involved, and we're basically involved in it, and this is for life. This is the holy ground. This is little Ethiopia outside of Ethiopia. And this is Fairfield House, the original Fairfield House. So when anyone over there talking about Fairfield House, they talk about Fairfield House in UK. We call it, the Rastafarian, we call it UK Zion. So basically, UK Zion, Fairfield House.
Excellent.
So everything is for my brothers and for my sisters, for my auntie, for my uncle, for my people of Ethiopia.